Something big just dropped from the UK Home Office, and yes, it affects British passport holders themselves. From late February 2026, thousands, potentially over 1 million British citizens could suddenly face travel disruption, denied boarding, or unexpected fees if they don't follow the new rule. This is not speculation, this is not social media panic. This is a confirmed policy change that is already causing outrage among UK citizens abroad. So what exactly is happening on February 25th, 26th, 2026? Who is really affected, and why are some British citizens even considering renouncing their citizenship? Let's break it down calmly, factually, and in plain English. The UK government, through the Home Office, has confirmed that from 25th February 2026, stricter border rules will be fully enforced. The key change is simple but powerful. Dual British citizens must now enter the UK using a valid British passport. If they don't have one, they must instead obtain a certificate of entitlement, which costs about £589. Without either document, airlines, ferries, or train operators may deny boarding to the UK. The government has been rolling out the new Electronic Travel Authorization (ETA) system. From late February 2026, most visa-free visitors must get ETA approval before travel. Carriers will check permission before boarding. Borders checks are becoming fully digitized. But here's the twist: British dual nationals cannot use ETA at all because they are British. The UK expect them to, prove it with a British passport. This is why enforcement from 25th, 26th February is such a big deal. Let's be very clear. This does not affect every British passport holder equally. Those people not heavily affected are British citizens with a valid UK passport, Irish citizens, people traveling within the UK. Most affected people are dual nationals like British plus another country, British citizens living abroad, children born overseas to British parents, people whose British passport has expired. Estimates suggest around 1.2 million people could be impacted. So what could happen at the airport? Before now, many dual citizens used whichever passport was convenient. For example, the UK plus Nigerian citizen traveling on Nigerian passport, UK plus Australian citizen traveling on the Australian passport. That shortcut is effectively ending. From 25th February 2026, airlines may refuse boarding. Ferry or train operators may stop travel. ETA will not help dual citizens. Officials warn travelers without proper proof may not be able to board transport to the UK. The £589 problem. Here's where many people are upset. If a dual citizen does not have a valid British passport, the alternative is certificate of entitlement, which costs about £589 attached to a foreign passport. Critics says this is expensive, especially for families. Imagine family of 4, no valid UK passports. Each needs certificate or passport renewal. The cost can quickly run into, thousands of pounds. That is one major reason the policy is controversial. Reports show strong backlash from British citizens abroad. Some common complaints include: 1. Short notice. Many say the rule was, poorly communicated and came too quickly. 2 is high cost. Families with multiple children face heavy expenses. 3rd is administrative burden. Some people have not renewed UK passports in years. 4 is legal complications abroad. In some countries, dual nationality rules create extra problems. Critics describe the change as unfair and burdensome for law-abiding citizens. Children are also caught in this. One surprising impact is on British children born overseas. Even babies who are British citizens must now travel with a British passport or have a certificate of entitlement. Otherwise, they risk being denied boarding. Families say this has created panic travel applications and emergency passport requests. Campaigners have raised another concern in some countries. Women must keep maiden names or use double surnames. This can create mismatches between passports because the UK requires name alignment across documents. Some women may face extra scrutiny or delays. Advocates urge the rule could, disproportionately affect women abroad. The Home Office is defending the policy strongly. Their main argument is this: it improves border security, it supports digital immigration system, it aligns with countries like the US and Canada, it helps distinguish citizens from visitors. Officials says the public guidance has been available for months and travelers should prepare early. They also emphasize that the certificate of entitlement is permanent once issued. Now let's bring this home. Why should Nigerians or Africans care? Because many people fall into these categories. Nigerians who naturalized as British, children born abroad to British parents, mixed nationality families, UK diaspora communities. For example, a UK Nigerian dual citizen visiting London on Nigerian passport alone could now face boarding problems. This is why awareness is critical. Let's clear the confusion quickly. These are some confusion that all British passport holders are banned. That's not true. Only those without valid British passport face risk. Another one is you can just apply for ETA, not if you are British. British citizens are not eligible for ETA. This starts years later. That is no. Full enforcement begins 25th February 2026. If you or your audience might be affected, here's the safe checklist. The first thing you need to do is check your British passport validity now, especially if living abroad. Apply early if renewal is needed. Overseas processing can take weeks. Consider certificate of entitlement if passport renewal is difficult. Though expensive, it is an alternative. Double check children's documents. Many families forget this part. So what could happen next? Based on past UK immigration rollouts, we may see initial airport confusion, emergency passport rush, possible policy tweak if backlash grows. Already, some dual citizens have reportedly considered renouncing British citizenship because of the burden. But for now, the government is moving ahead. Let's be honest, this policy is not about stopping British citizens from entering their country. It is about, tightening digital border control and forcing clearer proof of citizenship. However, the real-world impact is very significant for diaspora families, dual nationals, children born abroad, long-term expatriates. If you travel to the UK and hold dual nationality, this is one update you cannot afford to ignore, okay? Thanks for watching. If you found it helpful, kindly like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.